Now, the latest at the Live Desk. Maria Lizignoli joins us now following data center developments in two Minnesota cities. Maria.
Yes, that's right. Right now, the data center debate is happening in Faribault and Inver Grove Heights. So let's start in Faribault. A Minnesota Court of Appeals ruling is slowing plans for a massive data center project in Faribault. The court ruled in favor of the Minnesota Center for Environmental Advocacy, who argued that residents didn't have clear answers to questions about air quality impacts, noise pollution, and greenhouse gas emissions.
And in study after study, what we saw is because these companies are caught up in a race to build the biggest AI data centers as possible, as quickly as they can, they often skip giving really any sense of the answers to those big questions about what the impacts of these projects would be.
An attorney representing the city said they are disappointed, but wrote in part, quote, "The city takes its environmental review obligations seriously and believes it acted appropriately and in good faith based on the information available at the time." Archer Data Centers, the development company, said the initial environmental assessment was, quote, "part of our ongoing effort to be as transparent as possible," adding, though, they respect the court's decision and plan to move forward. Meanwhile, in Inver Grove Heights, the city is also looking to pause plans for a data center there. We'll tell you what went down in a city council meeting just last night, coming up in the next half hour.
I know, Faribault, Inver Grove Heights, it's just a handful of cities that this is affecting across Minnesota and across the country there. All right, Maria, thank you. Developing this morning, police are looking for a shooter. This is after someone was shot in their car at an intersection in Brooklyn Park.
According to police, it happened just before 10:30 last night. The victim was in a car near the intersection of Brooklyn Boulevard and Regent Avenue North in Brooklyn Park, then drove to Brooklyn Center and called police, telling them they were shot by someone in another car. Police found several shell casings and believe the shooter shot at the car before driving off. The victim was taken to the hospital. Also new this morning, a man is in the hospital and another is in custody following a shooting in northwest Minnesota.
So this happened yesterday afternoon. It's up in Foston, Minnesota. It's about 45 miles west of Bemidji. According to police, someone shot a man inside an apartment. And officers say that the victim, though, had already gone to the hospital with serious injuries. When the police got there, they found the suspect, arrested them. There have been no update on the victim's condition. Charges are now pending. This is after a high-speed chase and a standoff that ended up in a farm field south of Mankato.
The Blue Earth County Sheriff says the man fired at officers after ditching this stolen car. Luckily, no one got hurt and they were able to arrest him, but they couldn't find the gun. Deputies then pulled out metal detectors and found it buried nearby. A new report on Minnesota's fraud crisis lays the blame on our elected leaders. The report found they didn't do enough to stop these fraudsters from stealing from taxpayers.
This comes after months of interviews by the House Oversight Committee down in Washington, D.C., which does have a GOP majority. So Minnesota Republican Tom Emmer said in a statement, fraudsters may be holding the smoking gun, but Tim Walz and Keith Ellison handed it to them. According to the committee, both the governor and the attorney general here in Minnesota knew about widespread Medicaid fraud problems as early as 2019. The report also claims that they knew about the risks of Feeding Our Futures operation in the spring of 2020. And from there, they are accused of not doing enough to stop various schemes from getting out of control. A spokesperson for Governor Walz is calling this committee a joke. The attorney general says it's entirely politically motivated.
I have not seen any willingness or desire to get to the real truth of how we protect public dollars. We could use the help of the federal government. We really could. We could use the help of that committee, but we didn't get any. What we got was things like, just trying to cast blame a few months before a national midterm election.
So this report's 205 pages. It went public yesterday. We did reach out to Ellison. He said he hadn't yet had a chance to read it.
His team is pointing to a long list of inaccuracies as Republicans tout it all as proof that Democratic leadership fell short. In a rare move, the Trump administration is working to strip U.S. citizenship from 17 people, including a man who lives here in Minnesota. According to new court filings, Abdi Kadir Ali Kadiai submitted admission applications under two different names in 1997 and 1998. A judge denied one, but the other was granted. Charges say Kadiai later admitted to a customs agent that he used two identities. He's been a citizen since 2012. 2 dozen denaturalization legalization cases were filed under the Biden administration. That number has already been passed within the last year.
President Trump became the first sitting president to attend an NBA Finals game.
CBS News' Bradley Blackburn tells us about the mixed reaction and heightened security at Madison Square Garden.
At Madison Square Garden, President Trump received a mixed reaction from the crowd as he watched the San Antonio Spurs win NBA Finals Game 3 over his hometown New York Knicks.
We all had a lot of fun. It was great to watch. Very talented players.
His attendance, along with a Sunday night stabbing attack at New York's Penn Station, led to heightened security around the venue. Watch parties were pushed further away to places like Bryant Park.
When we get down here, we find out that there's no watch party in front of the garden. Come on, man.
After the game, President Trump's focus turned to the Middle East. Tensions flared early Monday when Iran and Israel traded strikes. Later, they announced a pause in attacks.
They were going back and forth, and now they both agreed through me to stop. And we're in the final throes of what will be a very, very good deal.
The president also gave an update on the rescue of 2 U.S. military pilots whose helicopter crashed near the Strait of Hormuz.
The pilots are fine, yeah. And nobody injured.
Meanwhile, President Trump has officially nominated acting Attorney General Todd Blanche to the job permanently.
I don't think that he should be confirmed under any circumstance.
The president's former personal attorney could face bipartisan Senate pushback over the latest indictment of former FBI Director James Comey and the scrapped $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Iran's United Nations envoy says he hopes a peace agreement between the U.S. and his country could be reached by the end of this month.